for today's look, I am using the infamous Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I wanted to try it out for myself because I really do love the colors. So I am first picking up the color Destiny with my blending brush, and I'm applying that into my crease. I experienced no fallout on my face when using this palette. The key is just to dip your brush in once or twice and build as you go. That's what I...
Alright. So I'm already off to a sketchy start. It's just... the pigment on this stuff is no joke. Okay, so I don't have this palette. I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I'm going to use this shade instead of that hot orange that she was using. And I'm going to use a Morphe M433 brush. So let's figure out how we do this.
Do with every other palette, so just a little tip. I'm also trying out the new Sephora Pro palette. So I'm picking up this bright orange shade and I'm applying that right above the...
Okay. I feel like I'm using like a lot more orange than she probably had to. Okay. Alright. It's a look. Okay, so she's taking another shade that I don't have. So let me pause this. I'm going to take this emerald shade in the Morphe palette and use this instead.
By Anastasia as well. And I'm applying that right below where I applied that matte shadow, and I'm going to start dragging it down onto my eyelid.
What is this even looking like?
So I'm picking up the color Untamed, and I'm blending that into my crease as well. And then I'm picking up a little tiny bit of the color Rowdy, and I'm applying that in the outer V.
And then we are taking
and this is just going to give my eyes some more depth. So I really had no issues with this palette. Maybe they are not as pigmented on the eye. So far so good.
Does that even like look good? Okay, got it.
I am going in with a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to apply that on the inner part of my eyelid, basically like the inner half, and then I'm going to pick up this beautiful green shade from these.
Okay, so I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and wish me luck because I've never done this before. It's not too bad. And I also, again, don't have the Pro palette, so I'm going to be taking this older Urban Decay palette. I guess I'm going to use like this shade. Hers is more of a gold, so I might mix some kind of a gold in with it. But let's give it a whirl.
Sephora Pro palette, and apply that over where I applied the concealer. So I also really like the Pro palette so far as well, from the very few shades that I did use. I would say the orange maybe didn't blend that well, but I ended up making it work in the end. So although it looks a little strong, maybe this...
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely more teal. So I'm actually going to take the Carli Bybel palette, and I am going to take this shade down here and just kind of mix it in a little bit to create a little bit more of that green gold. I'm gonna go back in with fluffy brush. Blend that in, and then she uses Electric from the Subculture palette. I'm gonna use my fingertip, I think.
Up, you'll see that in the end it all ends up coming together. So I'm picking up a little bit of the color Electric, and I'm applying that right over that other green shadow. I'm picking up a little...
Oh. looking good. I'm liking it so far.
Of the color New Wave, and I'm blending that
New
from
Wave.
the darker green up into that orange shade. I probably could have just used this, but I wanted more of like an orange tone. So.
Okay, so we're gonna do New Wave and blend. And she like brings it way far in.
That's why I ended up mixing it. So I'm picking up a little bit more of Untamed with a smaller blending brush, and I am just blending the lid color into the crease color. Then I'm
okay, so we're gonna do a little bit more of Untamed and blend these two together.
up the color White Gold, and I'm applying that right along my brow bone just to highlight a little bit, and then also...
Okay, so I'm going to be using the Morphe palette again. So I'm going to be taking this shade to do my brow bone.
Kind of diffuse the orangey yellow a little bit as well. So I'm going back in with the color Untamed, and I'm just blending it a little bit more into my crease.
Okay, back to Untamed. Here we go. I like don't even remember which brush I'm using anymore. Just to define it a little more. Oh yeah, actually that is nice.
For liner, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick. This is definitely
I'm
my
using
favorite
Ciate
at the moment, and I'm
Fierce
just
Flicks.
a regular wing.
Okay, so let me bust out a wing really quick. Okay, so we'll take Electric again. We'll do in our tear duct.
And then I'm just going to grab a makeup wipe and clean up the edges.
Let's take a semi-clean makeup wipe and clean up the edges.
And then I'm going...
Okay, so I'm going to put on my lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I used the Ardell Faux, what are they? Faux Mink Wispies.
Going back in with Destiny and Untamed, and I'm going to be applying that right on my lower lash line.
Okay.
I'm just mixing them together, and I'm going to just blend it as best as I can for now. And then I'm going in with that hot orange shade, and I'm blending
I'm going to
right
use New Wave.
it. I always like to do a super thick lower lash line because...
Okay. I'm going to have to go back over that a little bit, I think. I got a little crazier than I wanted it to real fast. I'm going to go back in with Destiny and Untamed.
I feel like it makes my eyes look rounder. For mascara, I'm using this one by Tarte, and then I'm going
okay, so I already did
doing
mascara.
my little mascara hack where I apply powder underneath my eyes before applying my lower mascara, and that helps prevent any darkness or any...
Okay. I'm just going to do my mascara on my bottom lash line because we good.
Black from smudging onto my under eyes. And then I'm just applying a little bit of this emerald eyeliner in my waterline. Now moving on.
So for my emerald eyeliner, I am going to be using the Maybelline Lasting Drama. So let's go ahead and pop this on the waterline. That's really pretty. Alright.
Onto the rest of my face, I just wanted to show you guys that I do have a shirt on. I just always like to keep it down, that way I don't get makeup all over it.
I always have a shirt on too.
I am going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette.
Kat Von D Shade and Light.
And I'm just going to be bronzing up my face a little bit. I did already apply my foundation, concealer, and powder, but my routine is exactly the same as this.
Okay, so I'm going to take the center one, and we're going to bronze up our face as well. Okay, I'm feeling good, Carly.
Video, which I will link right here. So I promise next time will be a get ready with me where I will show you my full routine, but as of right now, nothing has changed. So with a smaller tapered brush, I'm just going to go over my nose contour, and then I'm going to go in with some highlighter. I'm using this gold shade from my...
So she's going to be using the gold shade, so let me get that on deck. So we're going to do nose... Cupid's bow. She always does these, so we're gonna do this. We're going full Carly today. I like want more on my nose. Yes.
So I'm just taking a little bit on my finger and I'm gonna dab it on. And then I'm gonna grab my bronzer brush and just kind of blend it in. That way it's not too overpowering and I can handle it. As you guys know, I don't like too much highlighter. For lips today, I'm using Lolita Liner by Kat Von D. And for lipstick today, I'm using...
Oh, she goes so fast these days. Okay, for lip liner today, I'm going to be using Lipstick Queen in Nude. And if y'all know me, you know I like to overline a little bit.
Aquarius 2 by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. It's such a pretty color. So I'm just applying it and then I'm just going to dab it in, and that way it just blends in nicely with the lip liner.
Okay, so I'm going to be using Holy Chic by Too Faced. And I guess we'll just do it the same exact way. And then she just kind of dabs it in.
For blush, I'm using the only blush that I ever use, the BH Nude Blush Palette. This beautiful...
I'm going to be using this by Elizabeth Mott called
gives it a more
Peach Pink.
Natural look. Not that we're going for a natural look, but it gives you more of like a natural flush
So this
look.
is like...
And I'm picking up a little bit
Oh, girl, hang on. So this is my natural pink. We're going to bring it in a little to the nose. I think she's using that gold shade again. I'm going to use this tapering brush.
That gold highlighter from my palette. And I'm just going to be highlighting my chest and my shoulders.
Oh yeah, girl, let's highlight some shoulders. Oh, hang on. I've never highlighted my shoulders before. Kind of living. Yes. Let's do the other one. Oh, yes. I want to do more up here. Okay, I want just a little more there.
I'm using the Skindinavia makeup setting spray, and it's for oily skin. And
I need setting spray.
that is how
So I'm going to be using this from Coola. Oof.
So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. We did,
Carly. I feel very Carli Bybel today. So, this is me trying to do a Carli Bybel tutorial. This video is actually a lot of fun to do, a little challenging because, I mean, as, you know, a beauty guru, she obviously doesn't want her videos to be like a million years long, so it was almost too hard for me to kind of like follow along exactly. So I'm sorry that I had to pause the video a couple different times. But if you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up, give me a little subscribe, join my family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.